Hello, beautiful light workers. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. Friday in my part of the world. Just checking to see how you're doing. And I thought talking about something that keeps on growing in the light working world, which is light language. There's so many different forms to express light language, so I'll talk about a few that I have seen and that I am using. But who knows, maybe some of you are already practicing another type of light language. So let me know who's there. If you're watching this as a replay, totally fine. Just put your names and just say hello. Hello, and where you're from if it's the first time connecting. I am Natalie Restored. I am a Lightworker mentor. I am channeling Lightworkers and healers' higher selves in order to retrieve the most potent guidance they're meant to receive in order to accelerate their awakening, because the world really needs you. The world really needs your power and your gifts. And I was lucky to receive this kind of gift that allows me to really see what your higher self wants to tell you. So when I share it with you, you also integrate energetically, not only mentally, but you also integrate energetically everything that I receive from your higher self. And within a few minutes, within a few sessions, you feel already that you have been moved forward into your awakening level. So whatever you're meant to be receiving, this is my passion and this is what I share with people. So today's topic, before we have a light language activation, and if it's not the first time you're joining me, you already know how I express light language activation, a light language, I should say. So light language is a channeled energy coded in a way that when it goes through you, it's using sounds, movements, hence body movements, potentially writing as well with different codes and different vocabularies or different language, written language, to share an information that bypasses the subconscious mind, that bypasses the conscious mind. So mentally, you probably won't understand what you are receiving or what you're seeing if somebody's sharing the light language with you. So it is coded in a way that, as I said, it bypasses the critical factor. So the critical factor is an information coming to your awareness, or that aspect of who we are that is always filtering, that is always analyzing the information, and then is regarded or not as a positive information, something we want to keep, something we want to let go of. So you understand, all that happens within seconds, but still there's a process whenever somebody shares an information with you, visual, through art, music, sounds, movements, dance, or the voice, whatever is being shared. A part of you receives it emotionally, another part is trying to understand what is being shared to me. What kind of information do I agree or not? Light language, as I said, is coming from a higher and higher aspect of who you are. And it's actually not really your higher self receiving the information. Of course, your higher self, remember, is the navigator, so it is authorizing that kind of information to come through you, but it comes from a higher realm, and again, you receive it, you channel it, and if you're aligned enough, if you're relaxed enough, if you're open enough, then your body will start sharing the light language information. So you have light language that is using drawings, shapes. I will share that in a few days. Why not? I think I already did that, but 2 or 3 years ago, like really frantically, every day, I had to do drawings, shapes, light language. Each one of them were codes. Each one of them was not only unlocking something in me, which allowed me to slowly grow as the healer and the channeler I am right now. And then it dissipated, but I think over a few weeks, I kind of created 30, if not more. I didn't count them because it stopped very quickly. But this is one form, using a pen, using a paper, using paint in order to retrieve the information. So not only it goes through you, so whatever message it was meant to share with the world, you will integrate this. Most of the time, they're codes, they're activators. So, light language is an activator. So, when it's again shapes that are looking like codes, sometimes it's triangular, sometimes it's circle, sometimes it's all those different shapes. Sometimes you also have kind of a language, a written language incorporated in this. Some people just do the language. It's like it looks like an alphabet. Information is being transferred from higher realms into the 3D world. So of course the channeler and the whomever is watching and looking at the result will feel a shift. Most of the time, unless there's a title, unless there's a description that comes with the codes that you put on paper or on paintings, if you're a painter, sometimes you get what is that code doing? Is it going to work on unlocking abundance? Is it going to work on healing a certain area of the body? Is it going to help you connect to your higher self even more? They have codes. Personally, when I did channel them for the first time, probably when I was very young, but let's say more recently, I didn't have a name and I didn't ask. It felt good for me. And every time I would look at it, I felt a shift. Most of the time, it was around the heart center and the solar plexus. But I know each one of them, and I'll share that with you one day. Each one of them had a specific kind of energy shifter or shifting kind of power. So you also have the light language that uses hands and body movements. Every channeler channeling light language, energy there's some common traits to each one of them. And remember, you do not have to look like one of those light language channeler to feel that this is really potent what I'm doing. It's really conveying a message. It's just something very natural. It's so intuitive that it's bypassing the subconscious mind and your conscious mind, so you don't even have time to understand what kind of information is coming through. You just deliver it. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's rapid, sometimes it's a mixture of both. Sometimes it's using voice, words that of course are coming from another space, another time, another dimension. Sometimes it's just humming. Sometimes it sounds like chants. Sometimes, again, there's movements and chanting at the same time. Either way, it has the same goal than the paper one, the written ones. It's to unlock something within you. I do admit that the light language activation using hands, body movements, and voices are usually activating more and more rapidly. So more in terms of quantity and more rapidly, because there's an energy that is really in the movement. It's not just on a 2D kind of format. It's really using most of the time many different senses, the eyes, the heart. It's using the ear. So it's opening so much. So far, maybe I'm forgetting a few, but so far, These are the kind of light language I have experienced personally and I have seen. Again, colors can be used, words can be used, and most of the time we don't understand with our rational mind because it's not a language that is known on earth. So, and it can change. Personally, I can channel different sounds, and sometimes it's chanting, sometimes it seems like it's like, it's kind of revealing an information. It seems like it's more talking. Sometimes it's a mixture of both. But what is really innovative in this way of sharing and communicating energy from higher dimensions is that more and more channelers, younger channelers, I do admit, are using these as a way of initiating some kind of shift in the client, in the student, in whomever's watching. And again, the person is almost hypnotized by what they see and hear. It's as if the mind is trying to make sense of all this, that it's too fast. The conscious mind is hypnotized by the rapidity of the whole process. Then it steps back. What comes forward is you, the innocent you, the you that is like, oh, I'm not thinking, I'm just enjoying the process. And by allowing this disconnection from the rational mind, energy shifts are happening a lot faster and a lot deeper because you're not questioning the content. So again, it's coded language that does not require you to be understanding, to be fully in the mode of trying to comprehend what's happening. It's usually quick. I know some are really doing sessions that will last over a few minutes. I think the longest I did was 8 minutes. At the end, I was like, no. I was done. The message was done. Again, it's not really me controlling the message, but hello, Hervé. Uh, in the end, you're just receiving the message, so it doesn't matter how long it feels. Usually you don't even feel tired. Your hands and body are still moving, and you just follow the flow actually of this expression. But usually, because it's so quick, you do not need to stay connected to those energies. So my vision, my perspective of light language is that it will grow. Most channelers, most light workers will develop this. Some even before learning about a healing ability. You do not need any kind of training for that. You just need to have an open heart, an open mind, enter a state of kind of a meditative state, where you're really relaxing, and you just ask. Sometimes it will happen whether you ask or not, but just allow it, and you'll see that sometimes when you go hiking or when you're really relaxed, it could be after meditation or when you're doing yoga, you'll find that maybe your hands will have a tendency to move. You might find that you're starting to create sounds that are not really connected to any known language. You might want to use your throat chakra. Again, all this is intuitive. I found myself, and that again is pretty much at the same time, which is around 3 years or a bit more ago. I found myself starting to totally unconsciously, practicing sounds that I would have at the time connected to either German or any Scandinavian kind of language. So of course I didn't know what I was saying, but either I speak English or French, and there's some sounds we don't use in the language I normally speak. So for me to use the throat in a different way, I did not fully understand why am I doing this, and it was just repetitive, like a lot of it's like I don't use that I don't use my throat this way in my regular communications. And I didn't know why it would come like that, unexpectedly. And I knew that there was something coming up. I knew that somehow my higher self was simply telling me, get ready, get your throat ready, get your body, get your chest open, because more will come in terms of information, of sounds. You will have to repeat them, and you will have to be ready physically, because we need your 3D body to convey the information we want to share, because people you will be talking to, or third dimensional beings, they need to have at least a minimal kind of a understanding of what's happening. I mean, telepathy could be one of them, but until we all reach this kind of a communication, then we have to use something that is catching people's attention. So again, do not be surprised. And I would be curious, I know some people will watch later, but do you consider yourself channeling light language like really well, or are you beginning to channel light language? I would be very, very curious to read your comments about that. There's no course. If ever you wake up one day with this ability to channel light language, you may want to compare yourself, but at this point I would say don't do that, because you will maybe unconsciously believe you're mimicking them. I know it's not the case, but your rational mind might think that. So try to do it on your own for a little while, and then see if it develops some kind of a choreography, some kind of a process that seems to come back. Then start looking at what others are doing. Okay, even if you observe other people, don't worry, you won't affect your own ability to channel light language. It's just that you will have a unique way to express it. So let it flow naturally, with a total admiration and surprise at what's coming through. Then start to see what other people are doing. So light language to me will be one of the fastest ways to bring energy healing onto people. So again, doesn't matter what you're doing and how you're doing it. Our artists, like painters and visual artists, are already integrating some of these codes into their paintings, into their creations, whether it's in the shapes, whether it's in the colors, the way they combine them. It's in the luminosity. It's in the little codes they put in. The message is quick. I'm telling you, within a few seconds of being exposed to either written light language, art, visual art containing light language, or hands and sounds light language, it takes a few seconds for you to, oh, what is it? And then you start to enter the realm. If you want the experience, of course, if you stay in your mental self, you might say, what is that? That's okay, you can try it again. But I do feel that because more and more people will be in contact with other people channeling this, they'll realize, oh, I'm watching Natalie doing this, it's unlocking light language in me, or it is activating my ability to receive light language. It's like really bringing it to another level. We're just, remember, we're just interacting with one another, and we're just triggering one another in order to grow. What I learn, I share. What you learn, you share. And we just activate ourselves in this way. So don't be surprised if instead of having a full modality where a person is on a bed, on a chair, and there's a whole protocol that might take an hour, I wouldn't be surprised if more and more energy work comes through light language activation, and within somewhere between 2 to 10 minutes, a deep energy shift has happened. Sometimes you'll know exactly what's happening. Personally, I just trust, I just ask. Usually I don't even plan it. Whenever I work one-on-one with my students, I'll say, oh, light language is coming through. Get ready. Slightly open your eyes. Here we go. So it's not really what I plan. It's coming because this is what the higher self wants my clients and my students to know. Something that is activating them because they're too much in their mind. And usually the body shifting, usually they have visions. It's really triggering in a positive way, really unlocking so many things. If I ask for light language, which is what I'm doing consciously today, because right after my little talk, we will channel some light language, and I'll see what kind of message is behind there. So sometimes, yeah, I can have the intention to also receive light language, and it's all happening very quickly. And most of the time, I'm surprised at what's coming up. So let me know if you have any questions or any comments. And again, if ever you watch this live, not live, as a replay, feel free to ask your questions and let me know if you're already working with light language or if you have received some kind of light language message or session. And while we're getting ready, I'm just having a little sip. I think today, well, before I start, I just want to tell you that I am offering a 2-day, it's around 2 hours, 2 hour and a half kind of a workshop around light language. First, we will open all the energy centers to make sure that you receive the light language, the coded light language, as clearly as possible, that your mind doesn't interfere with this, and to find what is your main channel. Are you going to use drawings? Are you going to use language, just the codes? A blend of both? Are you going to paint it? Are you going to use your hands? Are you going to use your voice? Are you going to use your whole body? I am planning on doing this in 2 weeks or so, but it is a part of my group program. So I'm not going to offer it separately because I want to make sure people are really ready for this. I'm pretty sure you are, and I'm pretty sure everyone is, but I need people to be on a receptivity mode that allows their mind not to interfere too much. I really want to activate this very quickly. So it will happen somewhere in 3 or 4 weeks from now, but it is the bonus I offer to people who want to work with me for the next 5 weeks. So just in case you don't know, I'm offering a 5-week group program. We will be a beautiful group, and there's still room. We're starting on November 1st. And it's 5 weeks to unlock you from where you are as a light worker to where you're meant to be as you will become aligned with your life mission. And along the way, during those 5 weeks, we will clear blocked emotions from this life, from past lives, from ancestral entanglements, karmic issues. If whatever you have accumulated from past lives that hasn't been resolved and you're still having it, we will clear this. We will make sure that your higher self connection is clear, that you receive clearly all the messages you're meant to be receiving, to be the healer, to be the teacher, to be the light worker you're meant to be. And of course, we will end with a confirmation, a confirmation, but also way more clarity around your life mission. So we're starting on November 1st. And the bonus I'm offering to those who are joining, I was kind of offering it until Thursday, then I said Friday, but I think, you know what, guys, just join. I will just offer it as a bonus. And again, it will be a 2-day light language activator. 2 days where we unlock whatever is blocked from you, for you to receive clearly the light language. Again, I am almost convinced that the light language is the healing modality, the energetic healing modality of the future. We're just like in the early ages of understanding what the light language is doing. And if you're just joining now, I know, Anne, you're here and it's something that you're developing as well. And that is beautiful. But go back to the beginning of the video. But there's so many different ways to use it. I do feel that all light workers will use it. I just observed that the light workers, the psychics, the teachers, the healers, the ones who have really followed a mentor for years and years, or followed a modality or a process for a long time, they have sometimes some difficulties to get out from a system that worked for them. Again, it doesn't mean that what they're doing is outdated. No, not at all. Just means that because of what is happening and all the energies are like rapidly bombarding us with new codes, with new data, with new energies that are meant to accelerate us as quickly as possible. Some light workers that have been here for quite a long time, you may call them way showers, whatever their job is, might be like, whoa, this is too much, because it's supposed to work within minutes. It's supposed to do that. So it's not a question of age. It's more a question of how long you have been channeling, healing. It's more something that is now being accessible to us. So I do feel that the ones that are starting to channel that, or have been channeling this for the past years, or more inclined to receive that kind of gifts very easily. So again, I don't have the dates yet because I'm not going to promote it. I'm just saying that it's a bonus part of the 5-week program to become an abundant light worker, which means a fully activated, aligned light worker with your mission. The bonus is an extra 2-day light language accelerator. Will take you from, again, where you're at, making sure your body receives clearly the information, making sure that your throat are receiving clearly and can share clearly the messages, making sure that if you're supposed to draw, that your hands can draw, that your ability to choose the right colors, making sure in the end it's not learning to do it, it's allowing to receive it. Even if you're not a painter, you could very quickly, after channeling a few times, you'll see your brain is not thinking. Your hands are just working on their own. You just let them. So it's so relaxing and empowering to really download. I shouldn't say download, to receive light language, because it's not your mind thinking, should I use that color? Should I use that tone? It's always faster than your mind. It's already there. The sound is already out. The hand movements are already, already doing their stuff. That your mind is like, oh, that sound is coming out of my mouth. My mind is always a few seconds behind the actual message coming through, because this is what channeling is. It's not your brain doing it. It's really an energy that is using, in a very nice way, in a very pleasant way, your 3D vehicle to share an information, not only with yourself for healing. Remember, you're the first benefactor, the first person to really take advantage of this, but it's the fact you will share that with many people. So another sip of tea, and I think we're ready for a little light activation, or a little light language activation. I still don't know what's going to come through. I was going to ask, is there a topic for today? I think they're really talking about relaxing. I think my higher self is really saying that tension is in the air. So again, whether you watch this live or as a replay, you will benefit from this, definitely. So we will start with a short relaxation, and then you'll see eventually I will ask you to open your eyes again, as hands might go or not. Could be only my voice today, or both. Either way, we start with a little induction, a little relaxation. So close your eyes right now. Take a deep breath in through the nose and breathe out until no more breath. Like a big sigh of letting go, a big Imagine a beautiful white light all around you, all around your body, following the contour of your body. This white light is connecting you, your earth self, to your higher self and all the other energies that are present today. And there's a lot of beautiful white energy. It is the connector. It's like picking up the phone and dialing, calling your higher self and saying, I'm ready, let's communicate together. This is what the white light, as we use it, is meant to initiate. The more you use the white light as a vision, the faster you can communicate with your higher self, knowing that you never disconnect, but there are times where you really like to have a quick answer. So just allow yourself diving into the white light and let your body vibrate. See yourself vibrating down to your cells. See them shifting, vibrating. As if through the sound, a new coding was being unlocked. A new information is being unlocked within you. An ability to receive recalibration naturally, deeply, effectively, mind open, heart open. Take a deep breath in through the nose and breathe out, knowing that you are surrounded by wonderful energies and your higher self is not too far. When you're ready, you can open your eyes slightly while still staying in a beautiful state of relaxation and simply follow my hand movements without any intention, specific intention, just an open mind. Karaniai biraftelan kriechende barichuam rach 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 yach. Krichnai Shoanai Lainalum Kriachnea Roem Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out until no more breath. Thanking your higher self. Thanking all the energies who came through today to deliver a message around harmony in the heart and true voice. We were working with different shamans today. I felt their presence, but it was a little bit more than that. It's always multi-dimensional. So not only one culture, not only one language, only one type of information or ways of sharing the information. It's as if they're a team and they're all talking. It's like a band. They're all talking and their sounds are creating a modulation that comes out through my mouth. And what you're hearing is a band, is simply a group of different entities and energies that have decided to join their quote unquote energetic instrument and use my vehicle to simply create a sound and a combination of sounds and hand movements that are meant to shift something within you specifically. Even if today's main message was about harmony in the heart and an authentic voice, clear voice, real voice. When you're ready, well, your eyes are already open. Mine are just opening up. Well, how did it go for you? Again, maybe you're writing stuff. You know what? Maybe you're commenting, guys. My phone, I should always have my tablet. Can you guys just post a comment right now or just put a little heart or a little thumb up? Just for me to see that whether or not I see comments. That happens so much for me lately whenever I'm using my phone for the lives. I mean, I'm live, but I don't see any comments. So next time I'll bring my tablet just to see, because I don't see anything here. So hopefully you're talking to me. Hopefully you're writing your feedback, but I will check as soon as I disconnect. I will check your messages and your comments. So simply let me know. My question is, are you already using light language in whatever form? Sounds, hands, voice, writing, drawing, painting, or all of these? Do you feel you are new at this, or do you feel totally unaware you can do this, or you're mastering this? I'm really curious. And before I disconnect, I just want to say that I will teach. Teach is a big word. I will facilitate a 2-day workshop around light language to help you, again, take you where you're at in terms of expression. So it means we need to clear your body energetically to make sure that whenever those energies, whatever their origins are or their origin is, to come through easily. Because it's true, at first starting to make weird sounds as I did takes first of all the voice to do it. If you would ask me to redo this consciously, I wouldn't be able because I don't even know how come it's coming from there. I'm not a singer. I'm not that I'm pretend being a singer while I channel, but what I hear feels good to me. I know it does feel good to people. So this workshop, a 2-day workshop, which will be around 2.5 hours or 3 hours at the most, we will make sure that your body clears all its blocks and all the fears and all the doubts you have about letting this kind of information come through you. It's unique. I mean, every time it seems that new hand movements, I mean, if I had like extra hands, I'm pretty sure I could invent more eventually. It will be limited, but the sounds and the breathing is so different every time. I want you to feel as clear, as relaxed as possible, and delete all possible fears around allowing your body to channel this. This 2-day workshop is only part of the program. So, you know, guys, I still will promote it until November 1st, the day we start. 5-week working on developing your light worker mission, make it as clear as possible and clearing anything in the way, whether it's emotional stuff, whether it's karmic stuff, whether all this is channeled, all this is live as a group. You have also a one-on-one session with me near the end to make sure that everything we have done together as a group is individually well integrated. We're starting November 1st. If you want questions around this, please contact me. Send me a direct message, messenger, an email, book a call with me. I'll leave all those details here. And that's the only way to also get the light language activation workshop, which I call the light language accelerator, because it took me a few months to feel free, really a few months. We will do that in 2 days. In 2 days, your hands, your voice, and any other tools, if you need a paper, if you need a pen to transmute, to share, to translate the energy coming through you, we call light language. We will make sure your body is ready for this. Again, it's the bonus for my beautiful students, because I do feel that being a light worker, depending the kind of work you want to do, if you just want to be a doctor, or you can be a light worker and be a doctor and then be a cook. It's what you do, what you bring, that is novel, that is positive, that is really innovative. You can be this, but I'm really talking to light workers who are healers, channelers, psychics, educators, but on the spiritual realm. I'm telling you, one day or another, the light language codes will come. And that's why I think it is crucial for me to add this to any kind of training and program I'm offering to my students. So I hope you can be part of this adventure. It will be a small group, but it's going to be so amazing. And again, I am not offering that light language accelerator separately. I don't think I will, because on its own, it's just, fun. That's great. I want to make sure that people are somehow emotionally ready, that we have done a little bit of work, and around week 3 or 4, probably more week 4 of the 5-week program with my beautiful students, we will be able to integrate the light language. So I hope you're doing great. Again, I do not see your comments live. I will read them. If you have any questions, send me a message, ask them in the comment or in the comment section, and I will answer them. And let me know how that activation was. It was kind of very nice. It felt like really, really interdimensional, as if we were really reaching different layers, the 4th, the 5th, and beyond. The 4th definitely way above this. It felt like traveling in different clouds through different portals. It was quite interesting. All right, guys, I wish you a great day, and don't hesitate. Ask me, chat with me if ever you want to learn more about the program, or if you don't want to learn more about the program, but you just want to accelerate your own expression as a light worker, to just be out there doing what you're meant to be doing without having any doubts or guessing, am I really a light worker? Or okay, I have some guess. What am I supposed to do with this? We can work one-on-one. Remember, I can personalize any ways of mentoring you in order for you to be ready for the world and be aligned. And remember, when you're aligned, you're abundant. And when you're abundant, you feel a lot happier, even when times are complicated. All right. Bye-bye for now, and talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.